And I'd like to welcome from Third Mutual, Lynn Jarrett. Lynn just got on the board a couple months ago, and we'd like to welcome here for at least for the first time as a third board member, but you've been on before. Welcome.
Hello.
So tell us about why you got on the board. Of course, I think people who watch the third meetings know that you've been part of the Garden Villas Association for many years, right?
Yes, I have. I was on the Garden Villa board for 9 years, the last 4 of which I was president. After going going to the meetings of board and MC for about 4 years while I was president of Garden Villa, I realized that maybe my efforts could go, towards working on third board a little better. And GVA needed a fresh look. So I got with Stuart Hack, who was my first vice president, and begged him several times to go to be the president. And he didn't think that he was busy. He didn't think he would be able to do it. And finally, when he said he could, I was ready.
Okay.
And third board members were begging for new people, so I decided I would take the leap.
All right, very good. So are you still on the Garden Villa? I guess
yes,
you
I
could
am.
still be on both,
Yes,
right? All right, it's not a conflict of interest.
No.
Okay. Now, also, you are on several other committees, right?
Yes. I'm also on the landscape committee, which is, it's got its hands full right now. One of the biggest things they're working on with the staff is, they've gotten rid of Roundup. They're not going to use it because the third board voted not to use Roundup anymore. So anyway, right now staff is busy trying to get a replacement that's going to be within the budget, which is going to be very difficult because right now we don't have the kind of budget that's going to give us something organic to take place of Roundup, which is pretty harsh. So they've made a commitment to us just this past week, the landscape committee, that they would come up with something. It's going to take a few months, at least probably 3 months.
Okay.
So that's
Are you going to work with United on that since they've done, no?
No, they've already decided what they're using.
Right.
So we have to decide what we're going to use, but we have to keep an eye on what GRF is going to use because, their funding, we have to pay for their funding.
Right.
So that's going to be real important to us.
Okay. So do you think it'll get to the point, wouldn't it make sense everybody use the same thing so
Well,
the landscapers aren't when they're
it
out
would,
there?
but right now we think United has taken, I'm not sure exactly what they're using, but it's pretty expensive. So once staff, figures out what we can use that's going to be cost effective, we'll probably all get together, both boards, but we'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
We'll have to wait and see.
All right.
Another committee I'm on is the Recreation Subcommittee of the third board. I've been on that ever since I've been on the Garden Villa board, so that's 9 years. And what we do is we pay attention to what's going on. Staff goes out and does inspections of the 53 rec rooms every year, and they try to get the inspections done by the end of December. And in the meantime, while they're doing those inspections, they're working really hard to make a lot of changes and repairs so that they can meet up with us in February and let us know what they're doing and what they've done and where they're going, because we have to start working on the budget come April. So a lot of people are begging for things for the recreation room, but actually things are coming along pretty well in there. And one of the biggest things they've done, staff just found in the last quarter, they found a really great insert to put into the billiard tables, the 53 billiard tables. Before they had 3 plywood boards. They were very heavy, and anytime anybody wanted to play billiards, they had to take the tablecloth off, then they had to remove the plywood boards, and then when they're done, put them back. Now they have the inserts. So not only did they find a nice insert that's going to be easy to take off, it's going to be cost effective, and they found a really nice tablecloth to put on the billiard tables.
Okay.
They're in the middle of doing those installations right now.
Okay, and those inserts are put in so people can then use those
Yeah, very
for other
nicely.
purposes.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Also, the dryers, you wanted to talk about that for the 3-story buildings?
Oh, that's really a big thing. Third came up with a plan to buy all new dryers. So the 81 buildings have 3 laundry rooms in them. That's a lot of dryers. So they were able to take our reserve money that we'd been building up for several years and buy the dryers, and they're on purchase now. The purchase order has already been cut, and they're buying the new dryers this month. They're supposed to be installed. In the meantime, one of the best things that happened was they were able to contract to get pedestals under them, tall pedestals, which is really nice, because before everybody complained about how low the washer and dryers were.
Right.
So now they're going to get pedestals, but not only that, they're going to put pedestals under the washers. So people are really going to be happy about this. The only thing is, I haven't gotten any feedback from anybody that's complaining about the 25 cents additional that the dryers are going to cost us. But the price of the wash is not going to go up. It's just the dryers are going to cost 25 cents.
Okay. All right. And also, you wanted to talk about the new hiring, or the hiring of the new CEO, I should say.
Well, we're just happy to, to see the new CEO come on board. As you know, they announced it on Friday. And so we feel like that Brad Hudson did a good job. He had a wonderful vision. So I'm sure that the hiring search committee found somebody good to replace this gentleman.
Okay, and he starts about a month from now, if I'm not mistaken. All right, very good. Anything else? A couple other things you want to touch on?
Well, one of the things I wanted to add to that, we just found this out on Friday, that on the dryers, all laundry rooms in the 81 3-story buildings are going to be cleaned between the 7th and the 23rd of January. They're going to be really cleaned and scrubbed before they put the washers in there. So people are going to be inconvenienced just for 1 hour, if that much, this month.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming on, and glad to see you're on the 3rd board.
And thank you, Ken, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We'll see you again, I'm sure. All right. We'll be right back.